Class 7, I'm going to talk on our topic, Goa. This is the map of India and we inherited Goa. My name is Lisa and our topic is Goa. Goa is a beautiful place situated on the west coast of India. It was a Portuguese colony until 1961. Everyday cities preserve architecture and vibrant culture. Goa is famous for its lively seafood, music and water. Its capital is Kanchi and it attracts tourists from around the world for its relaxing atmosphere, rich culture and heritage. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. My name is Shankar Patil and today I am going to tell about the historical information of Goa. What I call this is the map of Goa. Now I will tell you the history of Goa. Goa came under the Portuguese rule in 1510 when Alfonso de Albuquerque and acquired its kingdom from Adil Shah of Bijapur. Since then Goa was subjected to free themselves from the Portuguese rule. These numbers of revolts had happened in different parts of Goa, but these revolts were unsuccessful because of lack of roads and active support bases, and they were localized in nature. On 11 December 1961, Brigadier Krishna Menon was the Indian Defense Minister and decided to use military forces to liberate Goa. This operation was called as Operation Vijay, led by General Chaudhary and Major General K.B. Chandle. This mission was successful to free Goa from Portuguese rule on 19 December 1961. Today, Goa is famous for its blend of Indian and Portuguese heritage, making it a unique cultural destination. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, my name is Hemant Sinha and today I am going to give the information of the geographical and the forest map of Goa. Goa is situated in the west coast of India, bordered by the Arabian Sea. It covers an area of approximately 3,702 square kilometers. The state enjoys a tropical monsoon climate with hot summers and the rainy season starts from June and ends till October. Now, in this map of Goa, we can see that most part of Goa is covered with the dense forest in the east side. There are also some places covered with open forest. Most of it is present in the North Goa and many less amount of it is present in South Goa. There are also shrubs present in Goa. One is in Darbandora and the other one is in Sangli. Mangrove forests are also found all over Goa. They also have saline water. One of it is located in Bijolia. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. Myself, this is me and my friend Aditya to tell about some festivals of Goa. First one is Carnival. Goa's Carnival is a vibrant festival influenced by Portuguese tradition. It features colorful parades, floats, music, dance, and street performances. Second one is Shigmotsav. Goa's version of Holi, Shigmotsav, is celebrated with parades and traditional folk dances like Kudamurti and Go. It showcases Goan culture through elaborate costumes and music. Third one is Tigalwala. Tigalwala is a traditional bird festival that celebrates Lord Krishna's childhood. It is celebrated in Delhi Temple in March.
Good morning. My name is Abhay. Today I will tell about the festival of Goa. The fourth festival of Goa is Ganesh Chaturthi. Ganesh Chaturthi is an important festival of Hindus in Goa and all over the India. People celebrate by worshipping the idol of a Lord Ganesha. People celebrate with a great joy, either a 5-day or a 1.5 day. Different streets are prepared for Ganesh Chaturthi. All the family members come together to celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi. The fifth festival of Goa is Sri Lehrai Devi Yatra. Sri Lehrai Devi Temple is one of the oldest and most famous devasthan in Goa, which is also known as Shingam Yatra, which is held in the month of May. The 1,000 devotees attend the Jatras. The witness the walking of the drones to the fire is called Homkund. The sixth festival of Goa is Sajam festival. The fest of Saint John Baptist. The Sajam holds a special place in Goan culture, particularly among the Christian community. It symbolizes the importance of the water. The Goan young men jump into wells, ponds, streams on that day. Thank you.
Good morning friends. As we all know that Goa is a very popular tourist destination. So me and Shikha Patel and my friends are going to tell you about some of the attractive sites of Goa. The first one is Dudhsagar Falls. As you can see, it is located in the Dharwandara Taluka. Dudhsagar Falls is amongst India's tallest waterfalls. It is It offers an unparalleled, magical and mesmerized view that attracts a large number of tourists. The second one is Bondla Wildlife Sanctuary. As you can see, it is located in the northeastern side of Goa. It is a popular destination for both tourists and school children. A wide variety of animal life can be found here, including sambar deer, Indian bison, Indian faithful, Malabar giant squirrel, and many species of snakes and other animals. The third is Kalangut, which it is, as you can see, it is located in the North Goa district. It is a popular tourist destination in North Goa. The beach offers many water sport activities including parasailing, water skiing, scuba diving, etc. We get delicious mouth-watering dishes in the shacks which are situated in the beaches. The fourth one is Old Goa Church. As you can see, the Basilica of Mount Jesus Church is located in Old Goa. The mortal remains of Saint Francis Xavier are kept in this church. Every year, 3rd of December is celebrated as the feast of Saint Francis Xavier. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Ajay. Today I speak on Tamde Sundar Golwa Beach. Tamde Sundar is located here, and the picture is this. Tamde Sundar is a place which is situated in Darbandura Taluka. It is famous Mahadeva temple which was built by Kadamba dynasty in 13th century. This temple is famous for beautiful architecture. Kolwa Beach. Kolwa Beach is located here. The picture is this. Kolwa Beach is a beautiful beach which is situated in South Goa and is famous for its tourism. Thank you.
Good morning, parents. My name is Ahani Nandan. Today we will talk about Safa Mandir and Mahalsa Narayani Temple. Safa Mandir is located here. Here is the picture of it. Safa Mandir is the oldest mosque in Goa. It is located in Ponda Taluka. It was made by Ibrahim Adil Shah, Sultan of Bijapur in the year 1560. Mahalsa Narayani Temple is currently located in Ponda Taluka. It was originally located at Vena. It was shifted to Malur because Ponda was under the Marathas' rule and the temple would be saved from the Portuguese. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, my name is Vedant and today me and my friend will tell you about some musical instruments of Goa. First, Ghumar. Ghumar, a traditional earthen drum with and music made from wider industry. It is used in Goan folk music and culture performances producing deep resonant tones. This is how Ghumar sounds. Now my friend Shonish will tell you about Tabla.
Good morning parents, myself Shonish. Tabla is a traditional Indian percussion instrument consisting of one pair of smaller drums. It is widely used in classical, devotional and popular music genres in India. The tabla consists of two drums, the smaller drum called the dayan and the larger drum called the bayan. It is played by striking the drum heads with the fingers and palms of both the hands, producing a wide range of tones. Tabla players often accompany vocalists, instrumentalists, dancers in India, classical music performances. This is how tabla sounds. Now my friend Sanket will tell you about dhol.
Good morning everyone, I am Sanket. Today I am going to tell about dhol, a large barrel-shaped drum played with sticks, commonly used in Goan folk and traditional music. It provides rhythmic beat and accompanies dance performances. This is how tabla sounds. Dhol sounds. Now my friend Yashodhan will tell about harmonium.
Good morning everyone, my name is Yashodhan. Today I am going to tell about harmonium. In local language, harmonium is called as peti. Peti is used in Goa for singing different songs like bhajan, and in the temples and other cultural programs. This is how harmonium sounds.
Good morning to one and all present here. My name is Risha Chari and I am working with my partner Gayatri. And today we are going to tell about the different types of Goan food. Starting with dos. Dos is a Christian food which is made by my Christian friends on Christmas. Then Bologna cookies. Bologna cookies are the famous food items which are made by semolina and coconut. Dos. Dosa is a sweet item which is popular in Southeast Asia and South Asia. Bibinka. Bibinka is an Indo-Portuguese cake which is mostly made on Christmas. Pies. Pies is a food item which is made by boiled rice. Mandgade. Mandgade is a traditional Goan food which is mostly made on Goan wedding receptions. उकडे तांदूळाचे लाडू. उकडे तांदूळाचे लाडू is made by उकडे तांदूळ and it contains proteins and helps for burning calories. मूंग दाल लाडू. मूंग dal laddu is made by moong dal. Khaje. Khaje is also known as Gandhi's khaje and is mostly made during summers and zatras. Suji coconut kheer or suji. It is made by semolina and coconut. Sweet buns. Sweet buns are Goan's most favorite food items and it is a very delightful food. Pineapple sasa. Pineapple sasa, also known as ansache sasa, is a tangy dish made in rainy seasons. Pears. Pears are Goan food item explaining us the richness of Goan agriculture. Khatkate. Khatkate is a Goan item made with different types of vegetables and spices of Goa. Chicken chapati. Chicken chapati is a spicy gravy made by steamed chicken. Fish fry. Goans usually like fish fry. Goans make fish fry by coating it in rava and pan-fried it. Puri bhaji. Puri bhaji is the most favorite Goan dish. Goan breakfast is made by puri and potato bhaji. Goan mixed bhaji, also known as kalachi bhaji. It is made on the second day of Ganesh Chaturthi, honoring the house of Lord Ganesh. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Shujat Dinesh Patil from class 7th. Goa is a place where different religious people stay in peace and perfect harmony. It is famous for its rich cuisines and cultural heritage. Goa is a such place which is famous all over the world for its mesmerizing beaches, traditional religious monuments. Apart from this, Goan people are friendly and fun-loving people. Viva Goa!
क्लास 7 त्या मुलांनी जे गोवन कल्चर दाखवलेलं आहे तर व्यवस्थित दाखवलेलं आहे आणि हे व्हायलाच पाहिजे की आपल्या गोव्याचं काय कल्चर आहे गोवन फूड्स किंवा गोवन काही फेस्टिवल असं सगळं व्यवस्थित दाखवलेलं आहे आणि हे पुढं व्हायलाच पाहिजे.
Tanisha Kulkarni's mom from standard 10th standard, and I went to standard 7th class, and it was based on Goan tradition, culture, and all. So the children were well informed and they explained very well. Like congratulations to the teacher and the students. With joint effort, you have made it a very good, successful project program.
Presentation. Good job, teachers and students.